Howdy folks, welcome back. 15 mile arc. Today we're in Hawaii. This is leg 12 of our 50 state series where we take off and land in the same state of the United States, going through each of the 50 states in alphabetical order. Unless you have a request. If you have a specific request for your state, I can bump it up in line. Otherwise, we are in leg 12, which is going to be Hawaii today. And in case you're wondering, real world weather is turned off completely because right now in the real world it is completely cloudy here and rainy and not flyable, especially because we are going right up there between those two mountain peaks. So we're going to be going up to land, and our landing altitude is much higher than the cloud base by several thousand feet. So weather is off. Just want to talk about that right now. So where are we? What are we doing? We are at Hilo International Airport in Hilo, Hawaii, on the island of Hawaii. And we're going to fly from Hilo to the Bradshaw Army Airfield, Camp Pohakuloa. Let me try that again. Camp Pohakuloa, Hawaii. And you're looking at the two mountains, Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa. We're going to land right between them, right at the Air Force. Or I guess it's an Army airfield. That's where we're going. And we're in the turbo aero then, because we're going to be going up the entire time to land. And I just want to check it out. I'm kind of bummed about having to turn weather off, to be honest. I could have turned on the Cirrus layer, but then we would probably, I mean, there's a Cirrus layer way up there at like flight levels, but not where we're going. Anyway, I want to be able to see where we're going. It's purely VFR. I found no published instrument approach, so it's going to be purely VFR. We're not even going to put anything in the GPS this time. In our previous leg was VFR, but we used a GPS, kind of. This, we're not even going to do that. We're just going to use the map built in. That would be like our VFR map on our lap on an iPad with the real-life tracker, so that's not cheating. I know some people think that using the built-in map is cheating, but if you watch any of the real-life pilots who do GA and real life in real time on YouTube, they all have iPads with apps and programs that tell them where they are on a VFR map. So we're going to do that. That's how we're going to use the map built in. Otherwise, I'm just looking off in the distance, and that's where we're going. When I wanted to do something in Hawaii for the 50 States Tour, I didn't want to do anything major like Hawaii International or anything like that. In fact, if you haven't been watching the series, the point is to not do major airports in these states when I go through each of the 50 states. It's to do lesser known or obscure airports, and I figured the island of Hawaii, between the mountain tops or the mountain peaks or the volcanoes, would be better suited for what I'm trying to do than Hawaii International. So that is why we're here. I'm just looking around while I talk, checking out the updated AutoGen, although it's been updated for a while now. But anyway, let's get this thing started. What do I have for distance written down? I don't, because it's an Army airfield. I couldn't get a distance. Anyway, what are we doing? We're going to close some doors first. I do have a checklist for this. My previous flight, we didn't use a checklist, and I missed a few things. We are going to use a checklist for this. We're going to close the baggage door and take off the chocks. We're going to hop inside, and we're going to use the little pop-out to close the door because I have a hard time with that. And once it closes, we'll latch it ourselves, though. Left fuel tank selected. There we go. Props forward. Throttle a quarter. Alt air close. Confirm avionics are off, and they are. And turn on the battery. Which, can I get to that from here? I don't think I can get to that from here. I have to go over here. Come on, battery should be the first one. Yes. And things are making noise. There we go. What are we doing here? Rotation, lights, landing lights. Where are, there they are. Goodness, how long has it been since I've flown this thing? Low. Fuel pump. There we go. Mixture is rich. Confirm. Fuel flow, and we did. Props are already forward. Clear prop out the window, which I would preset for somewhere. There it is. Clear prop. Start the engine key, which you let go of here. Whoops, that's the wrong one. I'm really having a hard time here. I cannot see that far anymore. There we go. Whoa. Nice. Okay. Yes. Good. Confirm oil and air. Oil and air. Oil. Pressure and temp are rising, and they are. Let me set my gyro. There we go. Alternator switch now, which I can reach from here. Make sure the lights go out up there, and they do. And what else are we going to do here? I think that's it. I'm kind of cutting the checklist short on this because we've been flying this so much lately. Throttle's back to quarter. or 1400. Holy cow. Gyro suction between 4 and 5, and it is lean mixture without hitting cutoff. And there we go. Turn on our avionics now. I think we pop that back into turn on you. And you're already on for some reason. I think you are too. Yeah, some of these are already on. And on. Now I see how to turn that on. You know how long that took me to figure that out? Goodness. Okay, there we go. That's sure, why not turn those on too? Alright. Test the tanks. We had a problem with this before. That happened before. I was going to stay running. Weird. Okay. Why does it sound like the window's open or door's open? It's not. Interesting. Okay. Sync gyros I already did. Altimeter barometer. Here we go. Let's see. Pull up our maps. It's going to be 2992 because we have no weather turned on. So let's hop up here. 29er. 9er 2. 9er 9er 2. There we go. Okay. Flight plan, none. I'm not even going to put anything in the GPS. Nothing. We're just going to pull up our map and we're going to look at it and we're going to fly right here to Papa Hotel. Sierra Foxtrot. Right there. Boom. 6,188 feet. So that's what we got to climb to. No published approach. We're just going to turn around and go visual. Keep an eye on our map, and that is what we're doing. I guess I could... Ooh, should I put in the ADF just for fun? Let's put this in. Tune ADF1. Yes, did that work? Does that actually work? I've never used that before. Well, let's see. What's it going to be? 339? Why not? Let's just do that for fun. Let's see if it actually did anything over here. Did it do 339? It did. And it's on. Nice. So where's your ADF card over here? Can't see everything. Is it this one? I guess we'll find out in a moment, won't we? Because that's VOR, VSI, altitude, vertical. Yeah, it must be this thing over here. Huh. Okay. Well, we'll just leave it at that. Okay. Maybe we'll use the NDB ADF to get us in the area. We'll see. Okay. No taxi lights on this thing, I don't think. Nope. PHTO should come on, though. Parking brake is set. We're not doing a run-up. Nope, that's my run-up checklist. Anyway, let's see if we set flaps down now so I don't forget. Otherwise, let's hop outside and see where we're gonna go. Doesn't matter what runway we're using because, well, weather's turned off. So, what do we want to do? There's a runway there. Let's just go out that way. Which one is closer? Oh, we're at the end of the runway. Whatever runway is right there in the center of your screen. Let's just go there and, take off and move along. Parking brake is off. Mixture is back to lean so that we don't fall the spark plugs. And we're going to try to navigate our way between these aircraft that are parked everywhere here. Shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, let's just go this way. Let's hop inside though. A lot quieter. Whoops. Wrong finger on the paddles. I have paddles for my rudder control. Do we see a taxi line to follow, or are we just going to turn? Let's just turn. Are we clear of that aircraft? Yeah, that car better pay attention. They're going to disappear. Watch. Bonk. Because that's where it goes. Okay. Crossing traffic, airport traffic lane. I guess we're just going to keep coming out here. There we go. I still don't see any taxi lines. We're just going to keep going like this. I mean, that's clearly a runway in front of us, so let's just head that way. Oh, there's a taxi line over there. Okay. It's just hard to see from that angle. Still can barely see from this angle. Oh well. The lack of peripheral vision is the thing that's lacking. But obviously I can't do anything about it. So here we go. Let's just pull up to the runway. Turn on the runway. Let's get our landing lights on now since we can. Like so. What else is there to do? I will check our list as we are ready to go. Let's just make this turn onto the runway. Runway 8. Okay, so we know we're heading kind of to the east, so we're going to have to make a turn around then to get to where we want to go. And hold the brakes, set the parking brake. And let's see. Yeah, we're just going to turn around and head towards the airport. Okie dokie. Super simple. Where is my before takeoff checklist, though? Alternator battery on and fuel pump to low, air close, mixtures forward. They are now. Prop forward, flap 10 degrees. They are. Mags on both, landing lights on. Trim in the middle. Don't stall, you goof. What are you doing? Trim in the middle. I need to use my yoke for that, or else it takes forever. Trim is in the middle about now, a little bit more in the middle. And confirm doors locked and latched. It is, although it sounds loud for some reason. Let's put this down too, because we can. We can flip them out too, I think. Well, maybe not in this one. I'm thinking of the beach. There. Nope, that's annoying. Let's bring that up. There we go. What is next? PHTO on. Yes. Heading bug. Yes, we're going to set the heading bug in case I bump autopilot. We don't. I can push it, I think, actually, in this one. Yes, there we go. All right. Autopilot, no. No autopilot, for sure, no autopilot. Mode, start the clock. Is it going to start the clock? There we go. Our last flight is like 19 or 20 minutes. Let's see how long this one takes. Like I said, we're going to have a lot of short flights, and they have a super long one planned. Otherwise, I think we're ready to go. Parking brake off. Listen to that turbo kick in, and we are going to use it. I mean, we're at sea level, but the turbos, because we're landing at a higher altitude. That's why I chose it. And wow, is that loud. Let's rotate. Any day now. There we go. Whoa, there we go. Gear up. Flaps coming in. Let's fly runway heading a moment here since we're over the airfield. We have a long way to go. Let's get some speed going before we bring back. Throttles, get that out of turbo. Alrighty, there we go. It just wants to climb. So let's bring our throttles a little bit, get that turbo light off. That's over boost or something. There we go. Alright, we're climbing away. Trim down a little bit because I'm really fighting the yoke. Should we head over the ocean? Nope. We'll be on the airfield. Just about. So let's make our turn to the right, see if we can do this from the outside. I don't know, we'll see. There we go. There's the two mountains. We're going right between them. Nope. This never works. Never works from the outside. Does it? At least my yoke is fine. Again, 2 flights in a row now. I forgot to calibrate my yoke prior to starting, or after starting the sim, and we've been fine. So hopefully my yoke problems are long gone now that I calibrated the windows. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to bore you with the story. If you do know what I'm talking about, thank you for your continuing support of the channel, because that's the only way you would know what I'm talking about. Alright, we're going to turn around. Like I said, we're going to be purely VFR. Look at that nice urban area in front of us. Purely VFR, so we're going to look for the mountains, and we're just going to fly towards the mountains. And that's what we're going to do about this. There we go. We'll just go parallel to the runway. And we're just going to fly. So, let's see, after takeoff checklist. Can I do this while I'm flying manually? Gear up flaps. Landing lights come off. No, we're going to keep the landing lights on. Fuel pump, we're actually going to keep on because it's a short flight. I'll be turning back on in like 2 minutes anyway. Otherwise, throttles back to 23, props back to 22. So 23, can I do this without moving the yoke? Nope. 23 and 22. I want to keep it up a little bit though, just because I want to get cruising here. I'm going to bring that up a little bit too, because we want to get up. We're not actually in cruise. We're never going to actually be in cruise. We're literally going to climb to the runway. So I'm not going to bring back manifold pressure too much. I'm not going to bring back props too much either. In fact, I just put them back in a little bit. I'm just keeping them out of the red, more or less. Yeah, as long as I keep them on the red, I'm just going to keep them forward. There we go. That's how we're going to do it on this one. Because, like I said twice now, we are climbing to our landing. Because we got to land at 6,100 feet or something. And we're only at 3,000. So we got to double our altitude to land. Otherwise, smooth as silk when there's no wind, huh? But I do kind of miss the wind. Although the wind is fun. Very nice scenery. Let's have some looks outside, I think. And then I'll jump back in with some more narration here once I gotta control something. Let's see if I can do some decent sightseeing while I hand fly. It can be a challenge. And as we climb 1,000 feet per minute, because we gotta get up over these mountains to land. So we're coming up on 7,000 feet. Our airport is at 6,100. So I think what we need to do is climb to get over this terrain and then come down onto the airport. I wonder if you would even take this way. Maybe you would go around the mountains and land if you were really flying this, but it's still a fun flight. And this climb, this is a crazy climb in that we're climbing literally all the way to the airport. So let's pull up our map just to double check a few things. Alrighty, let's see here. You can see my very unstraight line because I'm doing sightseeing. To get those sightseeing shots, it was hard. So let's go left a little, make sure we enter through this area and then come around this, perhaps. And what's this off in the distance in the middle of your screen? Is that this over? Oh, that'd be that over there. Okay, so that is that. Let's keep that in view and aim for it. Then eventually we'll have to turn right. We'll use runway 27. I'm pretty sure if you follow this terrain, we'll be able to come down and see the runway. Otherwise, I don't want to climb too much higher. If we're landing at 6,100, I don't want to go much above 8,000 if we can help it. So let's see what's going on. We're already at 7,600, and I feel like we got to go higher. I don't know. Let's keep climbing a little bit more, I guess. I'm going to use trim to level us off. I'm not going to use autopilot or anything. No autopilot at all. Just trim to level us off. But we'll see. I'm going to keep my throttles pretty high, my props pretty high, like I said. Let's see. Yeah, there you can see on that one. Just keeping them on a red line. So actually, let's give some more throttle back in. Now that we're getting some altitude, our manifold pressure's coming down. So we'll keep our throttles up pretty high, props up pretty high, just because we're climbing this entire time. We're not ever really going to enter cruise. So it's been 10 minutes too. That was a fast 10 minutes. Anyway, keep climbing, keep climbing, keep climbing. I'm going to use trim to level off. I did say 8,000, but I'm going to go higher than 8,000, I think, a little bit. Otherwise, very pretty. I'm going to keep an eye on the map. And we're going to put this up because it's driving me crazy. And I'll catch you in another moment. Alright, a runway is in sight. I don't think you can see it. Well, maybe you can. Let me use the mouse. It's right there. There's our runway. And we're pretty much in the direction of the runway itself, but parallel to it, because I don't dare get closer. So this is going to be interesting. Where are we at? We're over 10,000 feet. We're coming up on 11,000 feet? Yeah, wow. Okay, so let's bring the throttles back so we can come down. And we're aiming right at the runway right now. If you look right off the nose, in the very center of your screen, there is our runway. But I want to keep our speed up. That's the thing about this aircraft, is if you bring back throttles, you don't necessarily descend. You just slow down. Normally, if you bring back throttles, you descend, but keep your speed, because it's trimmed. But not in this case. So we're going to come down now and keep our speed up. And we want to get down to 6,100 feet, but not too soon because we have terrain. So I'm just going to use my eyeballs and my altimeter. And that's how we're going to land this thing. Bringing back throttles more, just so we start descending, trimming down so we descend. Let's look around a little bit if we can. We are between, well, now we're among three mountains. There's another one right off there. And there's the ocean on the other side of the island of Hawaii. And there's our runway. We're about 45 degrees off our runway. So we're just going to kind of keep going like this so we line up with it. Then we'll slow down and we'll get ready to land. I really had a fun time looking at the sightseeing, how you can see how steep this climb, or not the climb, but the grade of the mountain, the grade of the landscape was very, very steep. You see the airport behind the tail there right now. It was all uphill. Just all the way uphill until this point. I thought that was really cool. Let's see if we can get another good screenshot of that. There's the runway in front of us. We should really cut out the sightseeing, to be honest, and we really should be hopping inside and landing an airplane because we are 4,000 feet above where we need to be. So let's force this thing down. And for landing checklist, fuel pump on, landing lights on. A little too early for gear yet. Actually, no, we can do gear. That'll help with the drag. Props forward. Wow, listen to that sound at this speed. And we'll get flaps down in a moment, which will help us sink. There we go. Sinking quickly now, which we kind of want to do because we got to get down 3,000 feet now in a very short amount of time. So we want to give first set of flaps about 100, second set of flaps 85, third set of flaps 75, touchdown to 75 with throttles at idle. I know it sounds like I'm yelling, but that's because it's very, very loud in my sim volume for some reason. Let's get first set of flaps down now. It's a little early, but let's get those down. There we go. That'll slow us down and make it a little bit quieter. And let's just hope for a smooth touchdown. It's not that hard to land this thing smoothly. Some people say this had a suction problem like some of the turboprops do. I do not find that to be the case. I'm not sure, but most of my landings on this are like butter. We'll see if we can do it today. Ooh, there's some nice train change right there. That's awesome. Look at that. And I'm pretty confident this is version 4 mesh, as usual. Look at that. So nice. Whoops, wrong preset. Alright, no more sightseeing. Now that the train has come down, let's go a little bit more to the right so that we can line up the runway. Second set of flaps now. Doesn't float too much. Looks like we have a very long threshold at this runway, which will be helpful. And being an Air Force base or an Army field, I assume it's going to be quite a long runway too. So we're just going to hold off on touching those wheels down as long as we can. We won't be in a hurry. But that is the plan. Let's just get lined up with the runway here. And keep our speed at 85 or slower because we do have second set of flaps deployed. What's our flight time? I'm just curious. 16.5 minutes so far. Alright, looks like there's a little city represented. That must be the base itself. Alright, let's not exceed 85 knots because of the flaps. I feel like we're a little low. What are we at? We're at 7,000, 6,900. We need to get down to 6,188. So we still have to come down 700 feet or so. So let's just focus on this. And I'm ignoring the fact that I think my family just arrived at home. They always seem to get home right when I'm about to land. Ooh, looks like a Minecraft zombie down there. That's funny. Alright, ignore the family above me and land the plane. And then I will greet them. But that's what that noise is. Alright, slowing down a little bit more. Ooh, look at that. There's a train change. There's a little cliff. That makes sense now. The ocean has disappeared. Here we go. Alright, let's bring this down. Third set of flaps. You're ready to touch down here. They're more dramatic on the... Why did that make me go to the right? I was doing so well. Anyway, alright. Throttles are back now. Little flare. Touchdown gently. Get the nose wheel off. There we go. That was not one of my better landings. Don't know what happened at the very last second. That's your big axle. That's like a helicopter. The very last second, I let out the flaps and got sucked to the right. I don't know what that was all about. Anyway, let's slow down here. And we'll pull off. Flaps came in already. Very quiet all of a sudden. Alright, where are we headed? Not sure where we're going to go here. Looks like it's a 2D modeled airport. Let's hop outside though and see what we're looking at. Let's see. Weird. Are we just like going to go in a big circle? It's a big circle. Okay. Well, is there more stuff somewhere else? I don't see anything else. We're barely rolling. No, it's just like a big circle. Okay, well, let's go off to the right then. While we're doing this, let's get our landing lights off. And stop the clock. 1919. That is some good root beer. Bring mixture back so that we don't follow the spark plugs. And we're just going to go over here, I guess, and we'll wrap this thing up already. 2 short flights in a row. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on with the lines here, so let's just go over here. And we'll just stop here then and set the parking brake. And shutdown checklist. Where's my shutdown checklist? Yada, yada, yada. Come over here. Stop the clock. Already did. Flaps in. Already did. Pitot heat. Fuel pump. Landing lights were already off. Anti-collision. We can turn that stuff off now. Parking brake set. Avionics can come off first. Like so. Everything come off, please. Thank you. Thank you. We never did use that ADF, did we? We didn't need to. We saw the airport from the air before we needed to. Mixture back. There we go. Come over here, I think. And what is next? Makes to off, and they are. Turn off the remaining lights. We already did. Alt to off, battery to off. So we swing back around here. Alt and battery to off. Fuel tank selector to off. Open the doors. Let's open that. Whoops. Let's open that. And unlatch that. And we will open the door from here this time. Hey, it worked. Hop outside. Get our baggage out. Wherever my click spot is. There you go. Alright. That is our Hawaii flight. We need chocks first. Hang on. Then we'll sign off chocks. Alright. There we go. That is our Hawaii flight. Hope you enjoyed it. That was really fun. The Turbo was an appropriate aircraft for this. It was this climb all the way up to that ridge you see on the horizon and then back down. So it's climbing up to the airport the whole time. Don't know what happened by landing. I deployed my last set of flaps probably way too late. And the floating caused me to float to the right a little bit. I slammed the right main down. Got the left main down softly and the nose wheel down softly. But we're going to have the mechanic look at the right wheel. Because that was kind of tough landing, a little firm on that right wheel. So I have that checked out before the next time I fly this thing. But otherwise, welcome between the mountains, island of Hawaii. If you enjoyed the series, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thank you for your continuing support. Check out the playlist of the previous 11 legs of the series. Leg 13 is coming up next. It's a long one, 600 nautical miles. For the next leg. It'll be long for me. It won't be long for you because it'll be edited down. But it's going to be long for me. Then we'll do a couple short ones. Have a fun surprise for us in Illinois. But Idaho is next. Unless I get a sub request in the meantime. Until then, catch you on the next one.